I swear, Lionel, you are the only man I know who can find a way to bring Tahiti indoors.
Oh, listen, you haven't seen anything yet. When I finish with this living room, then I'm going to start on the dining room. I'm going to turn it into an Arctic tundra. Huh?
I know you're still a little bit disappointed that we can't go away for real.
Hey, being with you is what matters, not where it is. Besides, we can create our own paradise right here.
I wouldn't be a bit surprised.
You stay here for a minute. I'm gonna get these drinks. And oh, wait a minute. I forgot the coup de grace. Be right back.
I'll get it. Hello? Yes? Oh, I see. All right. Right away.
Hang on. Okay, here we have the famous Lionel Lockridge Molotov Mai Tai. Here, hang on to this for a second. Now, I was gonna get those little tiny paper umbrellas, eh? Well, I didn't quite get to them, so this will have to do.
I could tell you're not superstitious.
Superstitious, me? Oh, I wear an amulet that protects me from anything. That's why I don't have to be superstitious. Sometimes I just can't help being nosy, though. Who was that that called?
I'm sorry, Lionel. It was for me. Something has come up. It's nothing to worry about, but I am going to have to take care of it.
You mean now?
I'm afraid so. Would you excuse me for just a few minutes?
What about the Mai Tais, huh?
I'll be back before they even get warm.
Still parked out front.
I hate this.
Yeah, well, he knows Kelly will make contact if she can, and he wants to know about it.
Well, what are we gonna do?
I don't know. If we go to the stables, he's gonna be all over us. I mean, if she's actually there like we think, we'll be dead.
Well, we've got to get rid of him somehow.
Well, you know, there is one solution.
What?
We could surrender Kelly.
I figure the trip from the Capwell house took less than half an hour, allowing for traffic stops and estimating that the truck was going about 35 miles
Are
an
you
hour.
trying to figure out the man's gas mileage?
No, I'm trying to figure out where we are. It's somewhere between 10...
I know exactly where we are. We are 14 miles out of town on a ranch owned by a family named Abernathy.
How could you possibly know that?
Look, this is the Abernathy branding iron. See this same symbol that's over the door right there. It's the family crest. What'd you think it was, decoration?
Yeah, well, you know, I haven't spent that much time around people who have things to brand or have family crests swinging over their doors.
The only reason I know that is because I've been here before.
14 miles, huh? Well, at least we know something useful.
Yeah, might as well be a million miles away.
Yeah, I want everybody on their toes, and let me know if there's any unusual activity at the Capwell house, okay? And no foul-ups this time. Over and out.
Surprise!
What are you doing? This is a stakeout.
Well, I'm sorry to spoil your little cops and robbers game, but I've got a surprise for you. I thought it might cheer you up.
Get out of here.
Open it up.
I'm busy.
Come on, Keith, just open it. Look inside. It's a travel voucher for $10,000. I think you should start planning what you're going to do and where you're going to go when you're finished with this hunt for Kelly.
I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to sleep for a week.
Well, I've got the perfect place for you to do it. The Cayman Islands. You know what they call it? The New Switzerland, because the banks are so accommodating.
I know. I got what you want. You want me to hide all the money that you've siphoned out of the Capwell pipeline, is that it?
Well, you're so inclined. And I wouldn't want you to go alone either. No, I'd be happy to accompany you, seeing as all the best deals are for double occupancy.
Look at this. Looky here. What do we have? Oh, all secluded, private. Honeymoon havens, if you will.
Well, I never thought about it that way, but Is this your quaint way of proposing?
Get out of here. Just get out. Get out of the van. Get. Go.
Keith, I'm offering you a very good deal. What are you talking about?
Get out. I don't want to see you. I'll come to you. Never come back here. Get out.
Okay, fine.
Out. Yes. Out. Is there anyone in town that doesn't know I'm here?
We need to talk, Keith, about Kelly.
What about Kelly?
I know where she is. And if you come with me, I'll tell you.
Let me get this straight. You know where Kelly's hiding, and you're gonna hand her over to me.
That's right.
For the record, I don't know a thing about this.
No one's saying you do.
What do you want in exchange?
I want you to promise that Kelly will be released on reasonable bail when she's arraigned on the murder charge.
Well, I have no objection to that. You want it in writing, or will you accept my word of honor?
Oh, you'll forgive me, Eden, if I don't stick around and listen to the stupid details.
I take it this is your idea, not his.
Cruz is in a very sensitive position. I'm not admitting that he knows any of this.
Of course not.
Anyway, Kelly is my sister. It's my decision.
Just curious, but, why the change of heart?
Keith, it's simple. I'm afraid that Kelly's in more danger on the run than she would be facing a trial. And this fear that we have for her is splitting my family apart. I've decided that we would all be better off taking the chance that we can talk Gina into giving up the tape ahead of time. Well?
I don't, you know, this is a big decision. I'm tempted. Maybe we need a second opinion.
Whose?
Cruz, he has a vested interest in this.
No, Keith, he's not involved. I mean, you heard
He's
him.
never been shy about giving his opinion, has he? Cruz? Well, what do you know? Surprise, surprise. The window's open and he's disappeared. Do you think that I'm as stupid as you two think I am? Did you think this ploy would work? Did you forget that I can get on the radio and have 10 tails on him in a minute?
No, we didn't forget.
Joyriding or what? Cruz almost hit me with his car, then Eden comes whizzing past. What's going on?
You got a car?
I've got a car. I think I got.
Give me the keys. Give me the keys.
Now, wait a minute. First, I want an apology, among other things.
Listen, I'll marry you. I'll bear your children. I'll clean your house. Give me the keys.
I just want a simple commitment to go where I said. The Cayman Islands, you remember? You and me in the Caribbean in love. And I may want to see the rest of the world after that.
You can't. I want to seize you first and foremost. Give me
Keith, wait.
Keys.
Keith, wait!
So this,
I was gonna ask you the same thing.
I guess, would be Dad's got plans tonight.
Well, he certainly doesn't spare any effort, does he?
Never does anything or anyone.
I guess this all means that the rest of us should make ourselves scarce tonight.
Like how?
Excuse me?
How scarce will you get?
I don't follow.
I was just wondering if you had dinner plans or anything like that tonight.
Well, yeah, actually, I do have plans.
Oh. That's cool.
Warren, wait. I lied. I would like to have dinner with you tonight.
Why did you say you were busy?
Because I don't particularly like the idea of dating someone who lives in the same house, you know what I mean?
Listen, a date is only a date if you call it a date. You get so personal about it. Supposing you were to be at Johnny's at 7-ish or so, and I were to wander in, and there was this empty chair. Different ball game, huh?
Yeah, that would be two friends running into each other.
Right.
I thought I heard voices. Is Caroline back?
Oh, I haven't seen her.
What is this, a luau tonight, Dad? You planning a luau?
Yeah, kind of. I would like the house to myself, if it's okay.
Oh, no problem. Think I can find something to do?
So can I.
Hungry tonight. Yeah, there's nothing around here but horses and old graveyards.
That's right. There's a graveyard about a half-mile down the road.
Hey, you really do know this area, don't you?
I've been to the cemetery before.
Oh, I'm sorry. Where did you get that?
It fell out of your pocket. I have seen one just like this somewhere before.
I know it won't be easy, but I remember you said it might be better if you could get Alice away somewhere when you told her everything.
Yeah, someplace quiet where there aren't any distractions, no place to run away to.
Well, I think I found just the right spot.
Where?
You remember that cabin up in Arrowhead, place we used to go to when I trained?
Yeah, of course.
Well, it's the kind of place I think Alice would really love. I've been trying hard to think of something special we could do together on our long weekend off, so I checked into it, and it's available right now.
Now? You mean you're leaving tonight?
Well, you said the sooner the better, unless you got some problem with that.
No, I'll go. But I'm not sure I want you involved with this.
Well, Alice would think it'd be a little strange just running off to the woods with you. It'd probably be best if we just, you know, met up there casually, sort of by accident.
All right, I'll do it. I better get back and pack.
Okay.
Oh, just one more thing. This is something I want to handle on my own, so if you should run into Lionel, just don't say anything about our plans, all right?
Hey, well, what do we have here, my two favorite Shakespearean characters, Romeo and Juliet? Or have I confused Verona with Padua?
Pearl, knock it off, will you, man? We need your help. Huh? It's Kelly.
Getting worried about you.
I'm sorry. It took longer than I thought.
Is everything all right?
Well, I think it will be. At least that's what I'm hoping. I've decided to tell Alice the truth.
When?
Well, right away. But I thought I ought to take her someplace quiet where we won't be distracted. So I'm going to take her up to this cabin I know about in Arrowhead. The trouble is, it means leaving tonight.
Tonight?
I'm really sorry, Lionel, and you've been so wonderful to plan this whole evening for us. I just feel terrible that I've ruined it. But she's only off for a couple of days for work.
Hey, hello? There's no need to apologize. There are going to be plenty of evenings to have a terrific time. The palm tree's going to keep. And heck, you know what? This will give me lots of time to collect all those little paper umbrellas.
You're very sweet to be so understanding.
I'm not sweet. I'm proud of you for making this decision. But I would imagine that it's going to be difficult for you. Would you like me to go with you?
No, no, thanks.
All right. I can understand that. It's just that Alice's reaction might be a little unpredictable, and if it gets difficult, I didn't want you to be stranded up there and with no moral support.
I'll be all right.
George. Where's Cruz Castillo?
What?
Castillo, his car's out there, so don't tell me he's not here.
He was, but he's gone now, him and his girlfriend.
So he left on foot?
Dude, you're the one who said his car was still here.
Hi.
Well, Mr. Timmons.
Where's Castillo?
I don't know, man. I haven't seen anybody.
You're lying to me, Gus. You're lying to me.
Keith, please, calm down. You're not going to get anywhere with anybody by yelling at them. Why don't we just sit down here and we can wait till they come back. Look, I've got those travel brochures.
I hear about the travel brochures. Don't you get it? These plans are falling down around my head right now. Castillo and Eden are out there hiding Kelly. I don't want to hear about this. Because this penetrated through your head.
You don't have to get abusive.
I do. If you're going to keep shoving these things at me, not concentrate on what's important.
Okay. These travel plans are very important to me. This is what's important to me.
Hey, Pearl, how you doing, man?
So what's going down?
Say, look, how's this new and improved ferry business doing? You picked up anybody today? You're still kind of floating around out there.
Stop!
Right there, Pearl.
Well, I'm in kind of a hurry, Inspector, if you don't mind. I'll let you
Take one more step. Your next trip is to the jail.
To the what? What did I do?
I have been such an idiot, of course. That's a perfect hiding place.
Where?
They're out in the middle of the water. They're at the casino.
Oh, don't tell me. Aren't you clever? Now you're going to send boats and boats of cops out there to subdue them?
I don't have time for that. I don't need the time. The three of us can handle it. Let's go. Come on.
All right, come on. I'm following. Go. Come on.
It's a good-looking ring. How'd you ever wear it? Or is it because you don't like to remember the person who gave it to you? PPC?
I don't think it's any of your business. May I have it back, please?
What does it matter? Are you upset because I found it?
Just give me the ring, will you?
Sorry.
What were you doing? Going through my pockets, huh?
No!
Right. Just fell out.
You don't seriously think I was searching through your clothes, do you?
I wouldn't put it past you. I mean, you're always asking me questions and trying to pry into my personal
You
life.
should talk. You ask a lot more questions than I do, Jeffrey. You think I care about all your old girlfriends? I don't. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, keep all your secrets to yourself.
Yeah, thanks, I will. Just the same way that you keep your secrets about little things like graveyards, murder charges. I wonder if there's any connection there. Look, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that.
Just leave me alone.
Hey, come on, Kelly.
I said leave me alone!
What's going on here?
It's still here.
How do you know? Shh. Looks like Cruz and Eden had a little picnic.
No, it's still here someplace.
How do you figure that? Do you mean Kelly? What are you talking about?
Of course she's here. What better place? Better place to hide her than 12 miles out at sea. Who'd look for her here?
Well, then get out your gun and arrest everybody.
Is that you? Yes. Don't be afraid. We've got to find a way to get out of City Park before they find us here. I've come up with one or two ideas, but I want to make sure before we try anything.
Still.
That was such a close call before. I was sure you were going to find us. We were lucky, but the district attorney is smart. It's it's only a matter of time before he follows someone out here, and then what?
Well, I know where we can go. My father has a summer place in Vancouver. It's beautiful there. It's very remote.
I was thinking of Mexico myself.
Well, you go by boat. We don't have to go back to shore at all.
Be quiet. Thought I heard something.
Let's hide.
Lo and behold, the great Wizard of Oz. Look. Looks like we're the victims of a bad joke. Oh, wait a minute. That's not the worst of it. Pearl took off with a boat. We're stranded out here. You, Mr. District Attorney, have been had.
No, I thought you managed to sound a lot like Kelly. Just that I could never do Jeffrey's accent in a million years.
Well, thank God for Pearl. I'd love to see their faces when you see that tape recorder.
Yeah, I hope they appreciate all the trouble we went to.
We'll be able to hear them screaming all the way to the mainland, I think.
You know, maybe we ought to leave them out there for a couple weeks. No, I'll send somebody to pick them up tonight.
You don't think anything could go wrong, do you?
I wouldn't worry about that. I think once Keith took the bait, that plan was about as foolproof as a plan can get.
Well, that still doesn't mean that we're going to get to Kelly before someone else does, so can you please hurry?
Kelly. Come on, stop sulking. Here, I got us something to eat, see?
Well, Warren, what a nice surprise.
For me, too. For John?
Not at all.
Very nice. Maybe a little dressed up for someone who doesn't have a date.
So are you.
My mother's upbringing, she always told me, Warren, look your best always. You never know who you're going to run into. Personally, I like to know who I'm going to run into.
Well, my mother had almost the same kind of philosophy, except she goes to bed looking her best.
You want to order anything?
I'm not starving.
Like to dance?
Sometimes.
Would that be pushing the limits of our so-called meeting completely by chance?
Well, I think that would depend.
I know.
And on the kind of music we were dancing to.
Well, there's a jukebox right over there. What's your pleasure?
You choose.
I warn you, this might be romantic, you know. I am my father's son.
I think I can stand. Go ahead. You choose whatever you like.
Why don't you come with me? Look over my shoulder.
We'll share the journey now.
Well, how's it going? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna nail that stomach. You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do first? You know what I'm gonna do first?
No, tell me again. I forgot.
First thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take his job. I'm gonna fire him.
Now I remember.
Yeah, then I'm gonna have to take his job away from him. I'm gonna burn down his house. I'm gonna murder his pets. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make him suffer a long time. After I ruin his life, then I'm gonna kill him.
How come you never get this emotional about me? Only about Cruz.
I'm not gonna kill him. I'm not gonna kill him in a conventional way. I'm gonna kill him. But it's gonna take a long time. He's gonna suffer. I mean, no knives, you know what I mean? No knives, no guns, no strangulation. I'm not gonna do that to him. It's gonna be long suffering. It's gonna be the cut of 1,000 deaths. I'm gonna draw him toward the...
Oh, Keith, you're starting to repeat yourself. Not only that, you're acting psychotic. It's not good for the district attorney to go around making death threats. Listen, as long as we're here, let's make good use of our time.
I don't want sex! I don't want sex! I don't want sex! You understand me? No!
You have a one-track mind, darling. I'm not talking sex. I'm talking about making plans. Planning our vacation. Planning our future.
You
The word that's trembling on your lips, marriage. Don't say it!
Why not?
I don't. The one thing, the one thought I can't bear right now is marriage to you. You got that?
Wait. You mean to tell me that you're not the least bit interested?
Yes! Yes! You got it! That's exactly it! Does a house have to fall on your head?
Keith.
What?
You're hurting my feelings. I'm not afraid to admit it. You are. I want to know the reason why. Why don't you want to marry me?
I can't mince words right now. I'm too mad. And when it comes to you, you don't understand unless I mince, chop, and puree them. Or you pout.
Look, you're wrong this time. I want a straight answer. Just tell me the reason why you don't want to marry me. It's because you don't think I'm good enough. Isn't that it?
You want to know?
Yeah. I said I did, didn't I? Yes.
You asked for it. Let's put aside all your personality quirks, like the fact that you're capable of blackmail and murder and 1,000 other misdemeanors. There remains a core problem, not so deep under your skin as a little girl from New Jersey. And not all of Cece's money can make a silk purse out of a sow's ear. You hardly qualify to be the wife of an ambitious politician. You got that?
So I'm not good enough, right?
If that's what you hear, yes, you're not.
Well, that's nice. That's just wonderful.
I was just being honest.
Yeah, I asked for that, didn't I? Well, I got it. I can't say I don't appreciate it because I really do.
Listen, I care. You're just not the marrying kind. The kind I married.
Oh, I think your meaning's pretty clear, Keith. But let me tell you something that every ambitious politician should understand. It's about your master plan. The one to make your name a household word in this town. By knocking the Capwells off their golden perch. Well, if this little girl from New Jersey decides to hand over Kelly's tape to Cece Capwell, your plan will fall apart. It'll throw a real monkey wrench in the works.
You wouldn't.
Oh, no.
Kelly? Kelly, are you here? Jeffrey?
Doesn't seem to be anybody around here.
They've gone. Or you were right, and they never were here.
Now, wait a second. We may have something here. Let's not give this up yet.
What do we do?
We searched the place, top to bottom.
Scared the hell out of me.
How?
I came back, found you were gone, and everything was cleared up.
I'm sorry. I needed to get out for a little bit. And I thought it would be smart if we covered our tracks in case someone from the barn
Yeah,
came
you're
and
right. It was smart. I should have thought of it myself. What made you decide to come here?
Because someone who was very dear to me is buried here. A long time ago, he was hiding and on the run, just like we are. You know, there's so much he must have gone through that I never understood until now. It's a strange feeling, you know, to have known about someone's pain and to have seen it, but never really understanding it. till you experience it yourself, you know?
Well, this person you're talking about, it must have been someone very close to you. Is it a relative or friend?
He was my husband.
Will you stop being so outraged? I was a bit blunt, I admit it, but you kept on insisting. Stop! I feel like I'm talking to a carousel.
Then stop talking. I think you've probably said enough already.
What are you being like this for? I mean, we said a lot of four-letter words to each other, but not one of them was love.
Excuse me, Keith. I thought maybe there for a minute or two that we actually meant something to each other.
Of course, yes, we do mean something to each other, but it's no overriding passion like Lord and Lady Macbeth had. If you're honest with yourself and forget about me, you realize that I'm about third on your list of acceptable men. There's Mason, C.C. What are you acting so touchy about?
Maybe I'm not acting. Did you ever stop to think, and this may surprise you, that I actually have feelings behind this cold, calculating, sometimes brilliant exterior? I have needs, Keith, and I can be hurt.
I know. You should know I don't want to hurt you.
How would I know anything after what you've said to me?
Oh, come on. I'm just laying my cards on the table. I don't know.
Yeah, but every time I lay my cards on the table, I end up playing solitaire. Sow's ear. Twit from New Jersey.
I never said twit. I would never say anything like that.
But you implied it, Keith. That's the point. I don't know why I would bare my heart and soul to you.
What? Bare your heart and soul? You sound like they're two different organs in a centerfold of a medical magazine. Gina bares her heart and soul. Get your copy. It's a joke. Funny.
I don't think it's funny. I don't think it's funny at all. Wounds that may never heal.
Well, then, let me be your mustard plaster. Baby, baby, sweet baby. Oh, come on. Look, I care about you more than I have for anybody for a long while. And that's the plain, unvarnished truth. That's the bottom line.
It sounds like the same old line of bull. The only reason you're saying that is you're afraid I'm going to hand that tape over to Cece and screw up your precious plans. Well, you're smart. You should be afraid, Keith.
Oh, come on. Worry me to death, woman. Come on. You care about. Besides, you wouldn't throw away all the money with a premature divorce.
Wouldn't I? You see, I've recently discovered a new source of income. And it would give this little girl from Jersey's heart good to see your plans of power and prestige blown right out of the water.
Oh, I'm sorry you feel so vengeful towards me. I don't see where I deserve it.
You not only deserve it, Keith, you've been begging for it. So, you want to go legit, huh? Pick yourself out a nice little wifey from Vassar, walk down the aisle and get married under the crossed swords?
Well, with all due modesty, I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility.
Well, I think maybe you should think again. Because I don't see one of these pedigree cuties raising her skirt for Mr. Keith Timmons, whose only claim to fame is being kicked out of the DA's office not once, but twice.
You really mean this, don't you? You really mean it?
Sure I do. It would bring great glory to my heart. You see, I don't take to being rejected. I don't forget insult and I don't forget injury.
Is this really you talking? My Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm? I'm astonished.
Oh, I don't think you're the least bit surprised. You've seen what I'm capable of on a good day. Now maybe you have some idea of what I can do on my worst day.
Well, there's nothing here. I'm gonna check out back, see if I can find some trace of them up here. What's wrong?
Everything. I mean, I don't know why we're bothering looking for them. They're not here. Why are we kidding ourselves? We have lost them. Why don't we just pack up and go home?
Is that what you want to do?
Well, don't you think it would be the smart thing to do? I mean, at least we could do it is find out where they might have gone after here, or maybe they'll try to contact us. Poking around here it's useless. We're just wasting valuable time.
Maybe you're right.
I was afraid this was going to happen.
Eden, we're not going to lose her because we're not going to stop looking until we find her, okay? But for now, I'll get the car and take you home.
not always going to be this bad. Now, I know how disappointed you were that the plan at the museum didn't work out. But, you know, even if we do have to run again, or we don't get that damn tape back, you can still have a happy life.
How?
You'll go somewhere else.
And just keep running? Was that your idea of a happy life?
No, of course not, but you could find another place to settle in. In fact, I know just the spot, in England, in Cornwall. Ah, you've never seen a coastline like that in your life. It's rugged, beautiful beyond belief. It's like life there has been reduced to absolute simplicity. Maybe raised to it. But it's calm, beautiful, and you wake up and there's just these purple skies and scarlet red sunsets. Just the sound of the waves, you know, crashing down on the rocks. You love that place. I know.
Sounds beautiful.
It is.
But I wouldn't get to see my family again for a long time. And what about you? I mean, here I am living in this dreamscape. Where would you be?
Yeah, well, you wouldn't need me, so, I'd just get you settled in and make sure that you're all right, and I'd make other plans. We should be getting back. Getting cold.
Yeah. I was a different person when I was married to Joe. And it took me a long time to recover from his death. I'm not even sure I did. I mean, maybe that's why I came back here today. To think about that and just think about what I've become. And maybe I won't ever know how much I've learned or how much I've grown until I can love someone like that again.
Well, here we are.
Yep, here we are.
Well, thanks for dinner. It was lovely.
Yeah, I kind of like the dancing myself.
And having the whole dance floor to ourselves.
You know, this might have turned into a date after.
I guess it did. Warren, wait. You live here too, remember?
Yeah, I live here too.
Hi. Home already, huh?
Oh, you know, I'm really sorry about your plans with Mother. She told me you had to postpone them.
It's all right. It's not crucial. We'll do it another night. You have fun?
Yeah, we had a nice dinner.
Very nice dinner.
Well, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go up to my room. Good night.
Night.
Good night, Jane.
Thanks again.
Dave Sanders, please. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh, I'm fine, thanks. Listen, Dave, the reason I call, I'm sorry. I hope it's not too late. Yeah. Well, I'm calling because a friend of mine went up to Arrowhead, Lake Arrowhead, and I don't seem to have the address. Well, it's one of those little rental cabins off Ridge Road. Yeah. Oh, good. Okay. Oh, yeah, thanks. Gotcha. Thanks very much. Sorry to bother you, Dave, and give my best to your wife. Bye. Good night.
I thought you said you were gonna let Caroline do whatever she had to do by herself without you butting her.
What? That's not what I'm gonna do.
That's what it sounded like to me.
Warren, A, I don't know why you're listening to my conversation, and B, maybe you're butting in yourself.
You telling me adults should be seen and not heard?
Yeah, I think that is a good precept to follow.
Just reminding you what you said.
Martin, I know what I said. And I know what Caroline said. All right, I don't think that she's really sure what she's getting into. And if she needs help, I want to be there. Simple enough, right?
I've said my piece.
Yes, you have. And I'm glad. Don't worry so much.
Please, just stay away from me. Just leave me alone.
I can't. You've driven me over the edge. Now I'm gonna take you down with me. We're going down together.
Keith, will you stop it? You're scaring me.
Good, you ought to be scared. You and me. And I got you.
No.
Stop complaining. Stop your worrying. I'm gonna feed you to the stars, baby. You got it? Got one or two more words you want to say? You're exhausting my patience.
What are you trying to do?
Complain to me! What?
All right. Not gonna give the tape to anybody. I can't, because I need it too much, okay?
That's better. You spared the sharks the fate worse than death. If you ever threaten me like that again, you'll wish you were dead.
Well, now who's making threats, Keith?
I got a plan. I'll carry it through. Just watch yourself.
I guess it's safe enough. Just want to make sure.
Ethan, I brought the car in if you're ready.
Oh, my God.
Baby, oh.